It takes 8 brutal years to save your first $100,000. But only 6 more years to go from $100,000 to $1 million. That's not a typo. The first 100,000 is the mountain. Everything after is downhill. And in the next 18 minutes, I'll show you the exact hole in your bucket that's stealing $47,000 from your future. And you're filling it every single month. Comment your current savings right now. 0 is fine. $500 is fine. Because by the end of this video, you'll know the precise monthly number that gets you to $100,000. And stick around for minute 6. That's when I reveal the one-time move that eliminates an entire year from your timeline. Here's what nobody tells you about the first $100,000. This pure manual labor. You are the engine. Compound interest is basically sitting on the bench eating popcorn, doing nothing. Look at this. Years 1 to 8, you're grinding, sacrificing, watching pennies. The balance barely moves. Years 9 to 14, your money suddenly works harder than you ever did. The account explodes. Save $500 per month at 10% returns. Year 1, $6,200. Year 3, $20,400. Year 5, $38,600. Year 8, $73,000, still not there. Year 10, $102,000. Finally, 10 years of discipline to hit 6 figures. That's the reality. But here's where it gets wild. Same $500 per month after crossing $100,000. Year 12, $150,000, plus $50,000 in just 2 years. Year 14, $210,000, plus $60,000 in 2 more years. Year 16, $282,000, plus $72,000 in 2 more years. The snowball finally rolls. But 90% of people quit at year 3 when they have $20,000 and think, this is taking forever. They're literally 5 years away from the inflection point and they walk away. So the real question isn't, can I save $100,000? It's, can I survive the first 3 years without quitting? Because there's one thing draining your bucket that's stopping you before you even start. Imagine trying to fill a bucket that has a hole punched in the bottom. That's exactly what you're doing if you have high-interest debt. Laura, the losing strategy, saves $200 per month plus $2,400 per year. Investment return at 8% plus $192 year 1. But carries $5,000 credit card debt at 20% debt interest costs, $1,000 per year. Net result, minus $808 per year. She's saving but actually losing $808 per year. The debt is eating her alive. Smart Laura plugs the leak first. Pays off $5,000 debt in 10 months, $500 per month. Then invests $500 per month. Net result, plus $6,000 per year after debt is gone. Same person, same income, $6,808 per year difference just by plugging the leak first. The avalanche method. List all debts. Highest interest rate at top. Attack it like a wildfire. Credit cards, 20% interest. Kill this first. Personal loans, 12% interest. Student loans, 5% interest. Mortgage, 3.5% interest. Don't rush this one. Every $1,000 of 20% debt you eliminate is the same as earning a guaranteed 20% return. Show me an investment that guarantees 20%. I'll wait. The real cost. Average American carries $9,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest. That's $1,800 per year in interest alone. Over 10 years. With debt. $18,000 lost to interest plus slow wealth building. Without debt. $18,000 invested becomes $30,000. Total difference, $48,000. The debt leak is costing you nearly half your first $100,000. Plug it. Now. Okay, so you've plugged the leak. But here's the thing. Most people still fail because they're using the wrong vehicle. There's a massive difference between saving and investing, and it will cost you 4 years of your life. Pop quiz. What happens when you save $500 per month, in a savings account at 0.5% interest for 10 years? You end up with $62,000. Not bad, right? Wrong. Inflation at 3% per year means that $62,000 has the buying power of only $46,000 in today's dollars. You spent a decade saving and went backwards in real purchasing power. Now watch this. Same $500 per month invested in index funds at 10% average return for 10 years. Result: $102,000. $62,000 savings versus $102,000 investing equals $40,000 difference. But here's the real kicker. That 10% average means you hit $100,000 in year 10 through investing. Through savings, year 16. 6 years stolen by playing it safe. The compound magic. Think of every dollar as an employee. In a savings account, they sit in the break room doing nothing. Invested, they work 24/7, generating more employees, who generate even more employees. Year 1, 100 employees. Year 3, 110 employees. They've recruited 10 more. Year 5, 130 employees. Recruited 20 more. Year 10, 250 employees. Recruited 150 more. Each new employee works just as hard as the originals. That's compounding. The historical proof. S&P 500 average annual return, 1990 to 2024, 10%. Includes crashes, 2000 .com, 2008 financial crisis, 2020 pandemic. Still averages 10% when you zoom out. Not guaranteed, but historically reliable. Savings account average, 0.5% to 2%. Guaranteed to lose to inflation safe in nominal terms. Deadly in real purchasing power. You're not choosing between risky and safe. You're choosing between calculated risk with massive upside and guaranteed erosion disguised as safety. Alright, enough theory. Let's get to your number. The exact monthly amount that gets you to $100,000. The formula: timeline plus return rate equals monthly amount needed. Scenario 1. The aggressive timeline, 3 years. Goal: $100,000 in 3 years. Return: 10% average. Monthly: $2,390 required. That's $28,680 per year out of pocket. Brutal. But you're done in 3 years. Scenario 2. The moderate timeline, 5 years. Goal: $100,000 in 5 years. Return: 10% average. Monthly: $1,310 required. $15,720 per year invested. Aggressive but doable for mid-income earners. Scenario 3. The realistic timeline, 10 years. Goal: $100,000 in 10 years. Return: 10% average. Monthly: $490 required. Under $500 per month. That's one fancy dinner per week redirected. That's 2 car payments. That's a small rent downgrade. Scenario 4. The patient timeline, 15 years. Goal: $100,000 in 15 years. Return: 10% average. Monthly: $265 required. $265 per month for 15 years equals $100,000. That's a phone bill and a streaming bundle. Same destination, different speeds. Pick your timeline. Work backwards to find your number. That's your monthly target. But here's what kills people: waiting. Every year you delay adds this much to the monthly requirement. Start at 25, retire at 35, $490 per month. Start at 30, retire at 40, $490 per month. Same. Start at 35, retire at 45, $490 per month. Same. Wait, why are they all the same? Because it's not about your age. It's about your timeline. 10 years is 10 years whether you're 25 or 45. But delay starting by 1 year and you either A. Add 1 year to your timeline, or B. Increase monthly contributions by 10%. Every year of delay costs you either time or money. There's no free pass. You've got your number. But here's the problem. Most people can't hit their number because they're bleeding money in two massive categories they never examine. House, the stretch. Mortgage, $2,000 per month. Utilities, $250 per month. Maintenance, $150 per month. Total, $2,400 per month. House B, the smart choice. Mortgage, $1,200 per month. Utilities, $180 per month. Maintenance, $100 per month. Total, $1,480 per month. $920 per month difference. Over 10 years at 10% return, $188,000. House A Stickman, nice kitchen. Broke. House B Stickman, basic kitchen. Nearly $200,000 richer. Car A, the new car. Payment, $600 per month. Insurance, $200 per month. Depreciation year 1 minus $8,000. Total cost year 1, $17,600. Car B, the used car, 3 to 5 years old. Payment, $0. Bought cash for $15,000. Insurance, $100 per month. Depreciation year 1, minus $1,500. Total cost year 1, $2,700. Year 1 difference, $14,900 saved. Invest that $500 per month difference for 10 years, $102,000. The new car didn't just cost $30,000. It cost you your entire first $100,000. The action step: identify your top 2 leaks right now. For most people, it's housing and transportation. Pick one change. 1. Downsize housing or get a roommate. 2. Refinance mortgage to lower payment. 3. Sell new car, buy reliable used. 4. Drive current car 3 more years. Whichever frees up the most monthly cash. That's your target. Cutting expenses only gets you so far. Eventually you hit bedrock. You can't spend less than 0 on housing. That's when you need the income lever. Lever 1. The raise. Most people never ask for a raise. They wait to be offered one. Big mistake. 1. Document your results from last 6 months. 2. 1-page summary of value added. 3. Request 8 to 10% increase. 4. Schedule calm meeting. Pay scale data. 70% of people who ask get a raise. Average increase, 8%. Earning $50,000? 8% raise equals $4,000 per year more. Invested for 10 years? $68,000. Lever 2. Skill stacking. Don't be great at one thing. Be good at 2 complementary things. Customer service plus basic coding. Writing plus data analysis. Design plus project management. Sales plus technical knowledge. Each skill alone is common. Together, rare and valuable. Worth $10 to $20 per hour more. Lever 3. Side income. Not a side hustle empire. A simple cash-positive weekend activity. Examples that actually work. Dog walking Saturdays, $160 per month. Freelance writing evenings, $400 per month. Pressure wash driveways, $640 per month. Flip vintage items, $300 per month. Tutoring, $500 per month. For example, Edward, gas station clerk, $15 per hour. Added phone repair Sundays, $400 per month. Rode bike to work, saved gas, $150 per month. Total extra, $550 per month. 4.5 years later, $100,000 saved. Still pumps gas. But now takes winters off in Costa Rica. The compounding rule. Increase income 10% every year. Send 100% of increases to investments. Watch this. Year 1. Earn $50,000. Invest $500 per month. Year 2. Earn $55,000. Invest $900 per month. added $400 from raise. Year 3, earn $60,000. Invest $1,300 per month. Year 5, earn $70,000. Invest $2,100 per month. By year 5, you're investing 4x your starting amount without lifestyle change. Manual willpower fails. Automation wins. Set it once, forget it exists. The setup, 15 minutes, changes your life. Step 1, the day after rule. Payday is Friday, transfers run Saturday. Get paid 1st and 15th, transfers run 2nd and 16th. Money vanishes before you see it. Step 2, the split. 50% index fund, long-term growth. 30% target date fund, retirement. 20% high-yield savings, emergency fund until you hit 6 months. Step 3, the employer match. Find out your employer match limit. Contribute at least to get full match. This is free money, take it all. Company matches 50% up to 6% of salary. On $60,000 salary, you contribute $3,600. They contribute $1,800 free. Instant 50% return before any growth. Step 4. The hands-off oath. No checking account daily. No panic selling in crashes. No borrowing from investments. Set calendar reminder. Review once per quarter. Automation removes emotion. Emotion destroys wealth. Be boring. Get rich. Here's why most people fail at year 3. Life happens. Car breaks. Water heater dies. Job feels shaky. No emergency fund? You're forced to make panic decisions. Without emergency fund, car repair, $2,000 goes on credit card at 20% interest. Or sell investments at loss during market dip. Or stop contributing to investments. All 3 destroy years of progress. With emergency fund, car repair, $2,000, write check from emergency fund. Continue investing as planned. Sleep well at night. Progress uninterrupted. The build, 3-stage approach. Hit $1,000, covers 80% of emergencies. Hit 3 months expenses, baseline security. Hit 6 months expenses, bulletproof. Don't try to build 6 months immediately. Hit $1,000 first while paying down debt and investing. Once debt is gone, build the rest. Let's be honest. Most people watching this will do nothing. They'll nod along, get excited, and change nothing. Don't be them. The summary, 5 steps. 1. Kill high-interest debt, plug the bucket leak. 2. Choose investing over saving, 10% beats 0.5%. 3. Calculate your exact monthly number, timeline plus goals equals amount. 4. Plug the big leaks, housing plus transport equals 50% plus of your budget. 5. Automate everything, willpower fails, systems win. Path A, takes action today. Year 10, $100,000 plus saved. Debt-free. Emergency fund full. Options and freedom. Second $100,000 takes only 6 years. Path B, does nothing. Year 10, still at $0 to $5,000. Still has debt. Still living paycheck to paycheck. Still making excuses. Still watching videos about saving money. The first $100,000 takes 8 to 10 years. But only if you start. Every month you delay adds weeks to your timeline. Every year you wait adds thousands to your required monthly contribution. Pick one thing from this video. Just one. Do it this week. Set up automatic transfer. Call credit card, make extra payment. Open brokerage account. Calculate your monthly number. Cancel one subscription. The hardest part of climbing a mountain is the first step. But unlike real mountains, this one gets easier the higher you climb. Start now. Your future self is begging you.